I am continuing to wipe this plate. With this newsprint. You see it's kind of appearing. If you have it on newspaper, if you have your plate on newspaper, you can't really see what's happening with your wiping. So there's ink inside. It's hard to see the something called plate tone. Plate tone is the ink that's left on the plate. Like right here, there's a little bit more ink left over that leaves like a hue. That's not gonna be printing totally white. Some areas are wiped a little bit more clean than here. So that will be more white than here. So you can just kind of experiment and pay close attention to what is left on the plate, and then before you print it, take a look at it and see what happens after you print it. So I'm just gonna evenly wipe this, so I just want to get an idea of what my plate looks like so I can move on from there. So a proof is just to see how the work is going. If you want to do any alterations, you'll look at the proof and decide what you want to do after. So sometimes the back of the plate gets dirty, so you think that it's dirty and you're gonna keep wiping, but it's actually really behind the plate. So you see that this thing is blue, and you might be like wiping. You don't want to over wipe. So I have some more squares. I'm going to just touch it up a little bit, just loosely, lightly, evenly, very lightly. So now that everything is evenly wiped, what is happening is like my edges are probably a little dirty. So what I'm gonna do is take my paper towel, or if you have like dirty old shirts that you're gonna throw away, you can use and cut up those old shirts and use it sometimes as rags. Sometimes I cut up rags to use, but a piece of paper towel, wrap it around your finger. You can pick it up, and you want to just clean the edges off. This is a different plate than the one you're going to be using, but it's the same idea. You want to clean the edges. You're gonna keep wiping it until there's no more ink. Careful not to touch the surface with your fingers. So just want to touch the edges, clean it off. Sometimes if you want, your spray bottle with soapy water. Depends on how big your spray bottle is. You just want just a little bit of dish soap. You don't want it too wet, just a little damp. Because it dissolves in water, so I'm just touching the edges. You see, it's a little bit on there. Oops. So here, you see here you see a lot of tone. That means a lot of ink left over, and I'm just going to leave it so I could show you. And here I wiped a little bit more clean, so there's less blue here. So that is tone. You just want to make sure that where you want it clear is clean. So on the edges, maybe you want to clean it off with maybe your hands, the palm of your hand, just to wipe it a little bit if it has a little bit of ink on it. So there in the back is ink, so it's not the surface, but I'm just touching the edges a little bit. So now this is ready for me to print. My hands are kind of relatively clean. You don't want to get ink on your blanket, so you could take a little bit of that soapy water, or just wipe off your finger with the soapy water, or even baby wipes is helpful.